Deepwater Horizon 2016. Mike Williams wakes before sunrise, quietly preparing for another long rotation offshore. His wife Felicia senses the weight of responsibility in his eyes as their daughter proudly shows a school project about her father's job on the massive Deepwater Horizon rig. Mike explains how drilling miles beneath the ocean floor works, simplifying the science with calm confidence. As he boards the helicopter bound for the Gulf of Mexico, the endless sea stretches below. The towering rig appears like a floating city of steel and fire, a testament to human ambition and engineering brilliance standing isolated against the horizon. On board the rig, routine inspections begin under the supervision of Jimmy Harrell. Tension simmers between the Transocean crew and BP representatives, especially Donald Vidrine, who pushes to speed up operations and cut costs. Pressure tests reveal troubling results, but warnings are brushed aside. The men debate the integrity of the cement job meant to seal the well. Mike senses something is wrong, yet corporate deadlines overshadow safety concerns. The atmosphere grows heavy with unease as technical data conflicts with optimism. Still, decisions are made to proceed, trusting calculations rather than instincts. As drilling operations continue, the negative pressure test delivers abnormal readings. Experienced crew members argue that the well is unstable, but leadership interprets the results differently. Mud is displaced with seawater, reducing pressure in the well column. Unknown to many on board, hydrocarbons begin surging upward from deep beneath the seabed. The rig's machinery hums steadily, masking the invisible danger rising through pipes and valves. Mike and his fellow technicians monitor systems anxiously. Subtle vibrations ripple through the platform, almost imperceptible. The crew remains unaware that catastrophic failure is seconds away from erupting violently. Without warning, a powerful blowout shakes the rig. Mud bursts onto the deck, followed by a violent explosion that engulfs the platform in flames. Fireballs rise into the night sky, illuminating the ocean in terrifying orange light. Workers are thrown across rooms as alarms blare and metal twists under extreme force. Mike scrambles to regain footing, helping injured colleagues amid chaos. Thick smoke fills corridors while secondary explosions erupt. The once orderly rig transforms into an inferno of destruction. Survival instincts take over as men fight through heat and debris. Jimmy Harrell, injured but determined, struggles to coordinate evacuation procedures. Communication systems fail, and power flickers unpredictably. Lifeboats must be deployed quickly before flames spread further. Mike navigates collapsing walkways, searching for trapped co-workers. He encounters Andrea Fleitas in the control room attempting to send a distress signal to the Coast Guard. Together they face overwhelming fear but refuse to abandon hope. Outside, blazing oil rains from above as structural beams buckle. Every decision becomes a matter of life or death. Courage emerges amid panic as the crew fights for survival. Andrea successfully contacts the Coast Guard, her voice trembling yet resolute. Helicopters and rescue vessels mobilize, racing against time toward the burning platform. On deck, survivors gather near lifeboats while others remain missing inside smoke-filled compartments. Mike rescues a trapped colleague, guiding him through darkness and falling debris. Explosions intensify as the well continues spewing fuel into the fire. The heat becomes unbearable, forcing desperate choices. Some workers leap into the ocean below to escape the flames. The water offers temporary refuge from the inferno raging above. As lifeboats lower into the water, injured men cry out in pain and shock. The scale of devastation becomes clearer from a distance. The Deepwater Horizon stands fully engulfed, flames towering high against the night sky. Rescue teams pull survivors from the sea, administering first aid aboard nearby vessels. Mike, exhausted and burned, looks back at the collapsing structure. He realizes many friends are still missing. The rig groans under structural failure, weakened by relentless explosions. Hope fades as the platform's fate becomes inevitable. Back on shore, families await news anxiously. Felicia watches television reports showing live footage of the disaster. Uncertainty grips every household connected to the rig. When survivors finally arrive at a medical facility, emotional reunions unfold. Mike embraces his wife tightly, overwhelmed by relief and grief. He struggles to describe the horror witnessed offshore. The tragedy's human toll becomes painfully clear as names of the missing are confirmed. 11 workers have lost their lives. The community mourns together, united by sorrow and disbelief. Investigations begin immediately, examining decisions that led to the blowout. Experts analyze failed safety systems, faulty cement barriers, and ignored warning signs. Testimonies reveal how financial pressures overshadowed caution. Corporate accountability comes under scrutiny as environmental damage spreads across the Gulf. Oil pours into the ocean for months, creating one of the worst spills in history. The disaster sparks national outrage and calls for reform in offshore drilling regulations. Survivors carry both physical scars and emotional trauma from that devastating night. In the aftermath, Mike reflects on bravery shown amid chaos. He honors fallen colleagues who never returned home. The story of Deepwater Horizon becomes a reminder of the risks faced by offshore workers daily. Courage, sacrifice, and human resilience stand against corporate failure and natural forces. Though the flames eventually fade, the impact lingers in memory and in the Gulf's waters. The tragedy reshapes industry standards and safety awareness. Above all, it preserves the legacy of those who gave their lives beneath the burning sky.